Welcome back to Nets Republic. You know, for y'all that don't watch the WNBA, which I'm not sure why you don't, but for the individuals that don't watch the WNBA, I understand that a lot of y'all are like starved right now for basketball content and just basketball in general. Well, for me, I've been watching basketball this entire year. I've basically been covering basketball nonstop for 3 years straight because I've been covering the dream. So it's like, it's not like, oh boy, basketball's back. It's, oh, the NBA's back. You know what I mean? So I understand some of y'all are like fiending for basketball right now, but I just want to remind everyone that basketball is all year. Like it just depends on what you're watching or whatever. But that's not here that I just want to throw that out there, especially because y'all's team is like gonna go to the finals. Like the Liberty are probably gonna win a championship. Like y'all are interesting, but that's not here there. But welcome back to Nets Republic. I wanted to post this video yesterday. It's just I got distracted. I saw the Mario movie was on Peacock, and I was like, let me see what they talking about, because everyone was saying that the Mario movie was like 10 times better than like the two Sonic movies, and I was like, that's a pretty high bar, but okay, especially since Mario doesn't have a storyline, like there's no lore, it's just a plumber saving Princess Peach. Occasionally you kart race, so I'm like, okay, let's see what they're talking about. When I say that the Mario movie is quite possibly the worst thing I've ever seen in my life, and I have seen a lot of bad cinema, but you know, take what I'm saying for a grain of salt, because I think the Marvel movies are corny, so you know, maybe my opinion doesn't matter here, but that was terrible. I mean, absolute garbage. It's for like 6-year-olds. Like it has to be the target demographic. It was horrible. But you know, then I thought Blue Beetle was bad. You know what I mean? Like to sit there and say that the two Sonic movies are not up to par with the Super Mario Brothers movie. What? Like that was Despicable Me with the Super Mario skin. Like it was horrible. I don't know what y'all are on, but that was terrible. But that's not here nor there. And if you're new here, this is how Nets Republic videos go, especially if we're going to be making a video every day. I'm going to go off on opening tangents, but that's not here nor there, because we're going to see a lot of each other. So, you know, we can't just keep it strictly basketball all the time, but that's not here nor there. Today we are looking at the Brooklyn Nets roster, because before we start doing the deep dives and start comparing ourselves over to other teams or just investigating who it is that we have on our team individually, we need to just have a general housekeeping and look at who we have. Now, I want to start this video proper out by showing y'all, look at the first thing that comes up when you open the Nets app, or the Barclays Center app or whatever. I don't know if y'all can see that. I don't know if I was close enough, but that is Spencer Dinwiddie about to jump, Mikal Bridges doing his celly joint, Day'Ron Sharpe. Yeah, okay. Lonnie Walker and Finney Smith. Like, how the mighty have fallen. I am here for it. I've said on multiple occasions that the team is exciting in a way of defensive prowess, and it's going to be really fun this year. But it's just last year, it was Kyrie, Kevin Durant, Ben Simmons, and other, like Ben Simmons isn't even in the poster. Like, wowie, like R.I.P. Bray Wyatt, wowie. Like this is an interesting era that we're going into, and it's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun. It's just after 4 years of like star power, no Wiz Khalifa, going into this is going to be a little bit of an adjustment. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. My hair is just smacking me in the eye constantly. I'm gonna have to put my stuff in a ponytail even when I'm making YouTube videos. I'm not looking forward to that, but that's not here nor there. Let's look at the roster, shall we? Team. Okay, so we've got Darius Brasley. I feel like I made a video on him. I don't remember, but I feel like I made a video on him. Mikal Bridges, Armani Brooks. He's got a Hawks jersey on, so I'm surprised I don't know who that is. Claxton, that Noah guy, Spencer Dinwiddie, Dorian Finney-Smith, Harry Giles. Okay, got a center. Oh, 6'11", 6'11". When was that? 6'11". When was that? Okay. We got Jordan Hall, Cam Johnson, Royce O'Neal, Daron Sharp, Ben Simmons, Dennis Smith Jr., Skies. This dude, who's he? Did we make some moves when I just wasn't paying attention? Cam Thomas, obviously, Lonnie Walker, Trenton Watford, Trenton. Okay. We got the Whitehead dude and Jalen. Jalen made it? What's happening here? I see a lot of defense. Not much scoring, but a lot of defense here. Okay, let's just look at who's gonna be a bucket for us. Okay, Mikal Bridges is a bucket. Claxton can't get his own shot, but I mean he's capable of scoring. I can't count him in the bucket conversation. So you got Mikal, Spencer Dinwiddie allegedly, Cam Johnson, Royce O'Neal, Ben Simmons if he has a pulse. Dennis Smith Jr., Cam Johnson, Lonnie Walker, Clowney maybe. That's not the longest bucket list. And I've been hearing rumblings that the Nets are interested in Tyler Hero still. So we'll see where that goes. We still don't know what's going on with the Damian Lillard thing. I don't think we're getting involved in that, but who knows how that's going to shake out. But in terms of buckets, maybe this is just my ignorance of not knowing who a lot of these people are, but I don't know. In terms of individuals who can just like get it off the fast break or maybe backdoor cuts and stuff like that, you've obviously got Darius, you've got Claxton, you've got Finney Smith. From what I remember, Harry Giles, I think. I don't know. I don't really remember. I haven't been in the net space in a little while. Trenton, Whitehead, I know. Jalen, kind of. This is my concern. Okay, this is my concern. It's not the fact that we don't have a bunch of sexy names, which is fine. I mean, it's not, it is what it is. My concern is offense. That is my concern. I think defensively we'll be fine, and that's cool. I am just concerned about the offense. We have the necessary pieces to be incredible offensively and surround these individuals with defensive just juggernauts and role players and those dudes that are glue guys. I think we've got a lot of that. My only concern is, are these individuals going to get a chance? Like, let's just look at people who I feel like could easily step into the role of some individuals that we lost, like your Seth Currys, your Joe Harris's and stuff like that. Not that they weren't bums, but it's just like a lot of offense left, and I don't really feel like we got a lot of offense back. We're a very aggressive defensive team here, but these are just a couple people who I hope get a legitimate chance and aren't just sitting on the bench. Dennis Smith Jr. I hope he gets a legitimate chance to do his thing, because when you look at the other guards on the team, you've just got a unique opportunity for him to get his Westbrook stuff off. And not so much the passing triple-double aspect of Westbrook, but the give me the ball, get out my way, I'm yamming it on everyone. And he can shoot threes now. Don't sleep on the mid-range as well. So I just hope that he gets a chance to show his talents. Obviously, Cam Thomas. He is a bucket. He is a bucket's bucket. I hope he gets an opportunity to show what he can do. Now, obviously, both of these individuals would have to do it off of the bench, because just from what I'm looking at, again, you're looking at Ben Simmons, Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, Dorian, or Royce. I'd say Royce over Dorian, but I'm sure they'll give it to Dorian for some reason, whatever. And Claxton. So that's your starting lineup. Everyone else is just there to support. You get an injury here and there, blah, blah, blah. And we don't even know if all these people are going to be here long term, because look at this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All 20 aren't going to stay. At least I don't think so. Again, maybe I'm just caught up in WNBA land, but I don't believe all 20 stay. I think at least 2 of these dudes are on two-way contracts, and then like it caps out at like 17, right? We don't get 20 people. Like, some of these individuals aren't going to be here. And again, you got the Tyler Hero stuff out in limbo. Who knows what's going to happen? I just know the starting lineup is basically set. Everything else is just like get in where you fit in type stuff. Training camp should be interesting. We should hear some fun stories. I'd venture to say 2 or 3 of these individuals I just named will no longer be here. So not that they're dying, but they just won't be on the team. So when we're doing the player deep dives and stuff like that, I'll start with like the starting lineup and then make my way down to the bench, just because we don't know who's going to get cut. Obviously, the bigger names like Lonnie Walker and stuff is most likely not going anywhere, but just for the time being, I'm going to, you know what I mean? But that's the roster so far. I see a lot of defense, not much scoring, but we'll be fine. A big concern for me is what happens when injuries inevitably happen. Now, to my knowledge, Mikal Bridges has not missed a game yet. So that's cool, but at some point, he's going to miss a game eventually, right? Like, I mean, he's been in the league a long time and hasn't missed one yet, but like at some point he's going to miss a game, right? So what happens when Mikal's not out there? And even if he continues to play every game and he like breaks an NBA record for he never misses a game in his whole career or some crazy shenanigans like that, there's going to be times where he's on the bench. There's got to be someone else who's going to go out there and be a bucket. And I hope that we're not sitting there saying, oh, Lonnie Walker is going to be the go-to. You know what I mean? Not when we got Cam and Dennis Smith Jr. See, I'm putting Dennis Smith Jr. in that conversation because that dude can go. Like, he is also that guy. Give him the ball and watch what happens. I know y'all are high on some of these draft picks we got, and that's cool, that's cute. But I'm just trying to make sure that we don't fall into a trap that we did last year of, ooh, the shiny new toys are here, and we forget what we had. Because Cam is someone we drafted as well. This is his 3rd year. I think he deserves to play over the people that we just drafted. I don't know. It remains to be seen. It's gonna be an interesting season. The rotations remain to be seen, but I feel like the starting lineup is set. Now, it is inherently possible that we might see a little bit of a battle between Spencer Dinwiddie and Ben Simmons of who's the starting point guard. But if Ben Simmons is right again, I don't even think it's a competition, because Spencer Dinwiddie is buns. After the way he embarrassed us in the Sixers series, I don't know where he gets off with the self-confidence he has. I'm going to be honest with you. Kuzma had to be rolling on the floor watching us get swept, even though they didn't even make the playoffs. So really, he has no room to talk, but that's not here or there. Let me know your thoughts down below of what you think of our unofficial roster right now. Do you think I'm overreacting? Do you think that, you know, some of these individuals are two-way players and they're able to get it off just as well? Let me know. Because that is what I see. I see a bunch of two-way players, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're buckets. I see a bunch of role players and individuals who were role players who are now getting max money, who we're just supposed to be like, oh, that's good enough. And my thing with Cam Johnson, and I want to say this for his specific video, is what did he do last year to warrant getting a max contract other than being friends with Mikal? Like, what games were y'all watching? Like Dorian Finney-Smith and Dennis Smith Jr. are best friends. But like if one of them has to go because they're not being productive, like we're not, you know what I mean? Is it because they don't have a cool nickname? Is it because we don't call them the Twins? I don't know. A lot of things remain to be seen, but we'll go into the individual, aspects and individual players and stuff on a later date. I'll see y'all on Monday. I'm going to try to give y'all a video every weekday. Obviously, today is Saturday, but I was distracted by the terrible Mario movie. But I'm going to try to give y'all a video every weekday. So I'll see y'all on Monday. We'll just go straight into the Cam Johnson conversation because it needs to be had. Because I get the Mikal hype. I don't like it, but I get it. But I don't know where this Cam Johnson stuff is coming from. So I'm going to do my research this weekend, look at what he was doing in Phoenix, look at what he did for us, and I'll come back with some type of a conclusion. Y'all do the same thing and be prepared. I'll see y'all on Monday. All right.